So what's going on, guys? It's Miles back from the live stream. Hopefully, you guys been having a good week so far. Today, we got to talk about the dating delusion that is plaguing the majority of the West. And some of you guys are gonna have to catch this on the replay because I got something to do later, a little bit later on tonight, which is all good. All the ways you donate are in the description below. Hit the double tap the screen, hit the like button for me. Much appreciated. But yeah, guys, we're in a dating delusion, and this live stream is going to explain um, all the reasons why we have so many problems in dating, so many different problems, all over the place. What's going on, introvert? Good to see you on this evening time. Good to see you. This is normally a time slot. I don't normally go live stream, but glad you guys came in here. Happy Tuesday. He said happy Tuesday. Hey everyone, what's going on? What's going on, DB? What's today's topic? We're talking about how the reason why dating is so dysfunctional today is because of how we're raised, the culture that we've cultivated. Uh, we want things that we were never raised to be. And so this means that a lot of people today are living within a dating delusion. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button for the live stream, show support for the live stream. You guys want to hit the super chat button for whatever is worth to you, please consider. Let's go ahead and start this because I'll be on here for about another 30 minutes at least. He said, oh yeah, everybody is becoming something they're not. See, this is the interesting thing that nobody wants to talk about. And this just contributes to, guys, the more I think about this shit, the more I think about it, I'm like, bro, this is either the end of society or the end of humanity. One of the two is going to happen. It's like we can't keep going down this road and keep expecting things just to be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we're doing right now, excuse me, is unsustainable. But let's go into this concept of the traditional for a second. So everybody wants women want a traditional man. Typically, this means she wants a man that's going to uh, provide for her 100%, even though we don't live in an economy and everybody's fully entrenched in the two-parent income trap. Women want traditional men that are capable of doing that, which is really shrinking daily and is really not really feasible for a lot of men. Women want tradition. I mean, men want traditional women, women that are going to stay at home and take care of your kids. Um, Again, the reason why dating today doesn't work and the sexes refuse to work together on any level, one is because of feminism, culture, but the other one is because of nurture, environment, what you were raised to be. You weren't, as a man, more than likely, you weren't raised to be a traditional man, meaning that look at these majority of the men today. They want to stay at home. They're still living with their parents. And no this to any of you guys that are watching me that are participating in these things that I'm about to name off. Because it is capable for you guys to be doing these things and have a plan. But when I look out into the world, I don't see a bunch of traditional men that are hardworking. They're in shape. Uh, Most men today, they fiddle around on the internet, on social media, just like the women. They fiddle around on these apps, jerk off, play video games. And this is no diss to you, introvert, because you're actually getting paid from playing video games. But a lot of these guys, they do these things without purpose. So most men today were never raised to be traditional, hardworking men. And on the flip side of that, women weren't raised to be traditional women. I mean, just think about the concept of a traditional wife, stay at home, she wears a dress, she's happy, she take care of the home. Guys, that shit is never going to happen ever in your lifetime because let's think about it. You guys want the 1950 relationship. A lot of you guys have no reference point, meaning that you don't know anybody from that era that was raised with that mindset. So your parents weren't raised in that mindset. So where you're living in a delusion, you're wanting a time to come back, but you were never raised to be like that. Women weren't raised to, they're not raised to be stay-at-home moms. And so tradition has switched, it's changed. It's a new definition now. And plus, it's funny to me because women, it's funny to me, and I'm going to read some comments. You guys give me a second. It's funny to me because women will say, well, I want a traditional man, like the 1950s, even though she's never met a guy from this era that knows how to operate and can teach her what to look for in a man. Is nonsense. And plus, the times have changed. We're more technological. We got social media. They didn't have any of that back then. And plus, he was raised a certain way. She was raised a certain way. They didn't have social media, feminism, all this different stuff contaminating their mind. They lived in their small village, their small town. They worked a job, had a pension. Like, guys, these are concepts we can't even understand today. The landscape is completely switched. But, anyways, like I was saying, women will say, I want a traditional man from the 1950s. I'm like, well, back in the day, in the 1950s, great grandpa, if you got out of line, it would smack you across the face. And that was allowed back then. People didn't, you didn't call the police because you got smacked in the face from your traditional 1950s husband. He said, oh, yeah. He said, more like the end of society rather than humanity, at least for now. It's one of them. She's not even traditional, her dams. Exactly. Grown men who play video games and not making over six figures is stupid. It's too time consuming. Hey, my thing is, bro, if you're gonna play video games after you've made some money. If you can play video games or do clan battles, make some content on it, like my man Introvert. You guys check him out if you guys are in the gaming content. Make some money off of it. Don't do it for free. And do it as a hobby after you've achieved all your different goals throughout the day. I kind of agree with that, Grocery. The thing that gaming channel has reached is that the gaming channel has reached the monetization threshold yet. Oh, it hasn't? Just keep working on it, bro. Content is hard. You got to keep doing this shit each and every day, homie, and not worry about the numbers. And it would be a side hustle rather than something full time anyway. Nicholas writes, I met a nice woman today around early 40s. Maybe that's the way to go if you're looking for love. Young women equal problems? Ah, hell no, Nicholas. The problem with that is, okay, I mean, it's okay if you don't plan on having children. There was this one woman who talked about wanting a man who was like back in the 1990s. But like they were never raised around. This is why it doesn't work. People want things that they don't even know how to be. You want a traditional man, you want a traditional woman. Neither of us were raised to be traditional people. Like back in the day, your great grandpa went over to your great grandma family's house and asked them to court each other or to court their daughter, which is now your great grandma. Like today, we just you Instagram DM, you cold approach, you swipe on dating apps. This is how you guys meet your partners today, or you meet your mates today. None of this is traditional, guys. So we have to stop talking about and referencing a point that nobody lived in and nobody truly knows about. And plus, it wasn't perfect back then either. You know, they had their issues back then either. We got to stop glorifying these different errors as if they were just perfect errors. They were never perfect errors. He said, "What's your age again, bro?" I'll be 28 this year. So it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy, man. That we live in this delusion and people can't snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this traditional that a woman she goes to college and she gets smashed out. She gets 50 bodies in college. She's 28 years old. Added about another 20 bodies to her body count after college. So she's 80 bodies in at 28 years old, wanting a relationship. Guys, in the traditional 1950s, by 28, she was already married with 3, 4 kids already. Right? By the time you're 28, they were 8, 9 years into the marriage. Grandpa was working a 10-hour a day job. Most men today don't want to work, barely want to work an 8-hour shift. They're complaining about an 8-hour shift that's in the conditioning, saying that their boss, and they can go to the break room and get coffee and get fruit snacks. But this is hard for tradition. This is hard for modern men. Back in the day, grandpa used to work in a mine coal. He used to do coaling 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. You walk outside for 10 minutes in the summertime and you about to fall out. They're not the same. You're not the same as them. It seems like nowadays there is more dating than courting. Courting is non-existent, bro. Like that would be weird. Like, homie, think about it. That'd be weird as hell if to see a random woman on the street and cold approach and say, "Hey, I'm such and such. Uh, I would like to court you." She don't know how to take that. She don't even know what that means. She don't know what to do with that. Guys, this is crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's a non-starter today because nobody understands how that's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like men and women, they don't even know how to properly reject each other when they're approached. There used to be an era in time. I don't know if it was called cotillion or whatever, but they used to teach the women and some, majority of the women because the guys would have to come up and approach them. And this is before technology, social media and all this stuff, where they would teach the women, hey, men are supposed to come up and, ask and make an ask. If you're not interested, please, reject them in a polite way. One, because you don't want him to go across your face. And two, you want guys to keep coming up to you. Today you'll get cursed out, you'll get filmed on social media, you're a lame, all this stuff, which is disincentivizing you to even approach the woman. We're in polar opposite times. The 1950s might as well be Saturn at this point. Traditionalism, traditional, whatever. Like people think just getting married today is traditional. But you guys were having intercourse on your second date. You guys smashed in the car. Like none of that is traditional, guys. Marriage is part of traditional, but the way you went about it is crazy, bro. Yeah, chasing old single women means you're a loser. It's a reason they're old and still single like that. They ain't grocery going in. I'm not as harsh as him, Nicholas. When I was 22, I was with a 35-year-old. Hey, them 30-year-old women be freaky, and they be wanting younger men, which is crazy. Um, I love older women because of the maturity. You can be mature with them, which is so much more preferable than having to be around an immature woman and can't be. I did the traditional dating thing up to 2013 since then it was F on the first date, bro. Social media, all that stuff is the moment in the early 2000s women started getting tramp stamps. That was like the death knell in like traditional relationships. It was pretty much already dead when feminism started to gain steam in the 80s, 70s and 80s. But it was definitely dead when the women got them tramp stamps on their lower back. Guys, if your mom, if your auntie, if your girlfriend has a tramp stamp right now, that tells you everything you need to know. She was in them streets. Nowadays, it's not a thing. Everybody's disrespectful towards men than ever. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm 33 in a month. Shout out to you. You're an Aquarius, huh? Nicholas, you an Aquarius. Dating Earth, or yeah, yeah, you're an Aquarius. My grandma was an Aquarius. Early, dating early 40s isn't a crazy thing for me. No, it's not crazy. You can smash them. I don't know if I take them seriously, but if you don't want kids, then go ahead. But if you want kids, then her eggs are dried up. He said excellent on the first date doesn't even sound traditional at all. If you really stop and think about it, it's not. Homie, women back think about this stuff. Nicholas, think about this shit for a second. Because you out here in these fields. Could you imagine as a man about 100 years ago, knowing what you know about women today, how they some of them are easy to give it up on the first, eager to give it up on the first night. Could you imagine women back in the day convinced men to wait to have intercourse until marriage? Bro, we're in two polar opposite universes. Back then, to even get intercourse, you had to go to the 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 brothel in the middle of nowhere, and first of all, you had to get the information of where it was and pay for, you know, them pros or them escorts, or you had to wait to get married to have intercourse. That's traditionalism over here. Today, excuse me, if you're attractive enough to the woman, she'll sleep with you on the first day. People will have kids, two, three kids, and then get married. Guys, we're in polar opposite universes when it comes to day and traditional 1950s. We're not even close to any of that. You said tramp stamps screams, "Hey guys, I'm a tramp." Yeah. Yeah. It's not traditional at all. Introvert. He said pre 2015 first date would end with kiss. Date by date was elevation. Now, if you don't strike the one, if you don't strike when iron is hot, you don't hear from her again. You speaking facts, bruh. Women will be turned off if you don't escalate. You sitting back taking your time, homie. She done found another dude to come smash her the next day. She really wanted you, but you playing games because it's all because of all the guys she's seen, she's not waiting. He's preaching to the choir, bro. Hey, what's going on, Barbie? Good to see you. You said hi. It's been a long time. Yeah, you. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Glad to see you guys today. But yeah, guys, it's crazy, guys. Like we have to readjust to something new. We're not anywhere. We have to be honest, and that's the first thing we have to do as a society. We have to acknowledge the fact that the concept of traditional relationships does not exist. We're in something new. And so we're gonna have to court, we're gonna have to come up with something else because this is not applicable for today. Too much has changed. The mindsets of people has changed. The culture has changed. The environment and how you meet people has changed. We need an updated version of what this is that's actually applicable to today's times. And it's really gonna be hard to implement because how do you tell a woman to be traditional and not to have intercourse when she got King 6'8" in her DMs, she got James Harden in her DMs, Shaq is coming into town and he saw, you making a TikTok and he hit you in the DMs. And then you got all the local rappers and all this different kind of stuff. Like, guys, how do you tell that woman to wait till marriage? It ain't gonna happen. How do you tell a guy that's tall and good looking that gets a whole bunch of matches and gets approached in real life? How do you tell him to wait till marriage? It's not gonna happen. You should come up with something else. Like what? That's I don't. That ain't. I'm not trying to save society's thing. In my opinion, it's already too far gone. But what we have to acknowledge is traditional doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not applicable today. Now, whatever we can come up with today, I don't know. I think this shit is too far gone, bro. We're gonna have to blow the whole system up. And blowing the whole system up entails some very sinister stuff that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube. That's going to have to be behind a paywall. Yeah, because that's way too deep for YouTube. You guys can't handle that level of stuff, guys. Come up with something else exactly. It's gonna be too hard, bro. This gonna have to come up with something. The only person that can really make a change is the president and the governor and everybody that's attached to the family structure. We gotta change the law, and none of this shit's gonna happen. So it's kind of like we're just like talking out of the side of our mouths. To be honest, my friend, women are more traditional when the man they want and got is high value because they respect him more. And you have to add, sorry to said that, but good sex. And you have to add, sorry to say that, but good yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not, it can be traditional in the sense that she'll respect him, but I mean, respect should be the norm. If you, why would, It's crazy to me that people will get into relationships with people they don't respect. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, I've seen that. I've dealt with that personally. Women will respect you and pay attention to you and all that stuff. I'm just saying, like the way we get to that point is not traditional. You know what I'm saying? We're not waiting till marriage to have intercourse. We didn't meet traditionally. We didn't court. In the late 2000s, early teens, social media was used for people you had met already IRL to continue talking and arrange a date. I stayed that way, meeting people IRL first and text to arrange date smash first. Yeah, I mean, MySpace. People talk about social media. Well, MySpace, homie, they was women being 304s on MySpace back then. We was talking about that was like probably like the first dating app. Women was getting DMs then. Dudes was sliding the DMs then in MySpace and all that stuff. So it's really the cellular device, right? Because back then in the 1950s, bro, like he worked your grandpa, your great grandpa, he worked a 14-hour shift. He didn't know what the fuck was going on at the house. His wife could be getting smashed by the milkman. One of the kids could have passed away. They could be seriously injured. They could be in the hospital. He wouldn't know until he got home because he didn't have a phone. He didn't have social media. Homie, you be at work and your girlfriend is texting you, how you doing? Y'all be at work texting each other. She'll call you at work. There's no mystery anymore. He said, I was rizzing up girls in 2010s online, bro. Hey, once a player, always a player. He said, of course, it should be the basic, like I'm with my man. I respect him more before he what he is, before he is what he is. 2012 was three timing. I hate to say this, but it seems like a lot of women don't like me for some reason, which partially contributes to the reason why I can't find me and me only, a girlfriend. Shaking my head. Well, introvert, we kind of talked about this on a consistent basis, bro. You like this probably is probably your environment, homie. You know what I'm saying? You're probably I don't know what part of California you're in, but California got if guys, it's the most hypergamous state. California, Florida, especially Miami. If you're living in a big city, New York, these are the most hypergamous areas. So yeah, if you're not making a certain amount of money, uh, or if you're not tall and in shape, yeah, you're going to get overlooked. It's something, but you can't keep doing the same thing. You got to change something up. You know what I'm saying? Are you going for black girls only? In California, ain't that many black people. You might have to go to white, Latina, Asian. It's everybody over there on the West Coast. Now, granted, I'm not saying you should stop who you're attracted to, but I mean, you might have to go down to Oakland. But you can't if you want a woman, you can't whatever you're doing right now, you can't keep doing it because it doesn't work. You're just running in circles. Sorry, my English is bad. I live not in the English country speaker. I try my best. Oh no, you're good. We understand. So yeah, we're gonna. I gotta be somewhere a little bit later on, guys. So we gotta wind this live stream down. I'll give you guys last little bit of comments and questions before I head to where I gotta head to. Excuse me. But yeah, bro, like you gotta switch something up, introvert. Like whatever you're doing right now, homie, do the exact opposite. You gotta change something. Whatever you're doing is not working. You seem in a good place today. Life is good. I just have more energy. That's it. I'm just not exhausted from work. That's it. I'm fresh off a nap. Most of the time I be doing the live stream like at 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm like barely making it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, as a girl, I can tell you, good shape, funny, and simple are enough for many girls. Like, yeah, you don't have to be rich, bro. Like, if you guys, if you're in shape, you should get women. You might not can keep them because you might not have the resources, but you should be able to attract a woman. You know, see, white women tend to hold power dynamics over black men. I mean, that's true in some aspects if you pick the wrong woman. Look at what happened to Coach Ron Moore and actor Jonathan Majors. The list goes on. Yeah, if you don't have any discernment. I've dated multiple white women, but I don't date them white women that you're talking about. It's two different kinds of white women. But whatever you're doing, Nicholas. I mean, not Nicholas. Whatever you're doing, introvert. You gonna have to change it up, bro. That's just the cold hard truth. I can't say it any more simple than that. If you want a woman, if you want to date, if you want to get a relationship, you want to have intercourse, whatever you're doing right now today, you cannot keep doing it. You're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, get off the live stream, look at what you're doing wrong. Look at your area. Look at how you're dressed, your style, how much money you're making, all these different factors matter. Working out hard every day still, I'm pushing it daily. Yep. The woman spoke to me today and I was singing out loud and she approached and said hi, positive energy, and I was dressed apart. Hey, bro. I mean, introvert, Nicholas is doing fine. I'm doing fine. It's something that you're doing wrong, homie. And I got a video that I'm gonna make tomorrow. And it's gonna come out later in the week, but it's about this guy that's 6'4" or 6'6", and he's having problems. But if we go back and look at the videos and how he's approaching women, we can very easily see what he's doing wrong. And Hispanics can be prejudiced towards black men based on the gist of my experience with them. Well, what you got? Okay, you didn't eliminate it. Okay, now you down to Asians, blacks, and mixed. Okay, so I mean, you got to understand, black people in America are only 14% of the population, right? We're not everywhere down the street. Yeah, we're everywhere on the television and on sports and entertainment, but really, if you're not in the South, there's not really that many black people in the United States, right? I mean, unless you're gonna go over to Watson, Compton, in Oakland, then like the only three areas that you can go to that's predominantly Hispanic or white, I mean black, excuse me, in the West Coast. And I don't even live out there. It's probably done switched now. But yeah, I mean, if you want black people, go to Atlanta, Houston. You're gonna have to move, homie. Come to the South, Louisiana. I wouldn't recommend Louisiana. And so I understand, but you got to do something different, homie. Can't keep doing the same stuff. And black women, you got to understand, black women, like, you got to fit in the three categories when you're dating black women. You got to be a bad boy. You got to be, meaning that ex-con tatted up. You got to be popular. You got to be a tall sports guy. You got to be smooth. You got to have good D. There's so many things they require of you. So if you don't fall into them categories and you're just a nice guy, you're gonna struggle with black women. I promise you. Terrell Owens done told us. I done told you. Like they don't look for engineers. They don't look for. You got to be a rapper, athlete, entertainer, or a game banger. That's just the honest truth. I hate to say that, but I'm glad to get the live stream, guys. Something weird. My white man had so many DMs from black girl. I don't know why. Hey, that's what I'm saying. I know. See, I know where the secrets are. I know that most black women they say, "Oh, these white men, all this stuff." They lying. What's the name? Crypto. He didn't smash a lot of black women too. I didn't see videos about it. They'll talk. Black women will talk this mess that they don't talk and not attracted to white guys, but they'll do it behind secret. And Barbie, you exposing the secrets. Their standard is with there is a standard with black women and white men. Yeah, I mean that goes back to slavery. I hate to say that. I don't hate to bring up racial and slavery and that whole dynamic, but it is real. I hate to say that. It is what it is, you know? That quote from FitX is true about being masculine, mature, and seductive, but you can be playful too. Yeah, to a certain extent, you got to know that balance. If you're mature, confident, man, there are some things that work. You got to emphasize them. You said, which is ridiculous. I don't usually act too nice when interacting with women, given that women don't respect nice guys. I'm more assertive and chill with it. Yeah, chill is the way to go. Because if you're too serious, she gonna be like, oh, this guy, he about to slap me in the face. So you gotta balance that chill vibe. You're not nice, you know, when she acting up to be assertive, but yeah, shout out to Barbie noticing the dynamics. That's crazy. Most people don't see that dynamic. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I appreciate you guys for being in here. I might do a live stream tomorrow night because I think my freaking supervisor said there's no work for me tomorrow, so I got to use some vacation time. And so you guys might get a live stream tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that. They respect power. Yeah, that's just yeah. The street guy. That's why they like street guys because he holds power. The power of bees, but not necessarily aggression. He said, "I'll do a gym vlog." Everybody, might maybe I might have to record myself working out. Oh, I got you. What you about to type? They might as far as go in the terms of participating in music. Introvert, that's dope. I didn't know you played the guitar, bro. The guitar is kind of difficult, homie. That shout out to you, man. I always wanted to play an instrument, but I couldn't, bro. Anyways, guys, yeah, I gotta go. Look for me tomorrow night. I'll be going tomorrow night and Thursday. So if I'm off tomorrow, you said the power of the blick. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, guys, I might think about doing that, Nicholas. Maybe a vlog, maybe. We'll see. I definitely be hitting the gym for sure, for sure. But I really most of my stuff be outside, bro. Like I like working out outside. You know, being in the gym is one thing, but like if you're like in CrossFit and you're working out outside and running and doing calisthenics outside, bruh, that's a different kind of shape. You said Miles the goat. He is tall, muscular, big beard, cold face. He got some weird DM from. You said want to hear one? Oh, nah. Any instrument? I tried to sing. I got on. I got decent. I could be on pitch, but that was years ago. What you said? You want to hear one? Barbie, go ahead. Hurry up. You got to hurry up. I gotta go. This is interesting, but we ain't seen you in a while, so we don't know when we gonna see you again. So go ahead. Go ahead. You got about 30 seconds. I was out for 50 minutes cardio today, uplifted my mood and self confidence massively. Did huge home workout, barbell, dumbbells, push ups. He said, I hate the fact you are white, but I still want you. Yeah. Dr. Umar, where Dr. Umar at? Dr. Umar would be heated. Your black queens like the white man. It is what it is. And I don't care if you guys interracially date at all, but that's crazy. You guys explain to me these hoteps and all this stuff. Dr. Umar, these pro-blacks, they'll be so pro-black, but if a white woman or a white man wanted to date one of them, they crumble under that pressure. That's crazy work. I'm gonna repeat that. I hate the fact that you are white, but I still want you. That's crazy work. And plus, he's already taken. That's social proof. She wants something that she can't have. Okay, do what you have to do and be safe and happy. Black queens for life. Nobody's never, or whatever he said. Yeah, but they don't want y'all, apparently. Barbie just exposed it. Anyways, I'm out, guys. Look for me tomorrow.